What's up guys, my name is Jimmy Champagne and today I'm here with 5 awesome horror movies to kick off your summer. Just a heads up, I didn't include movies like Sleepaway Camp, Jaws, or Friday the 13th because those are movies that everybody's seen and I wanted to give you a good list of stuff that's streamable that you probably haven't seen before. Anyways, let's jump right into it. First on the list we have Piranha 3D, which came out in 2010 and it's a remake of the 1978 or 79 movie of the same name. I put this one on the list mainly because it's dumb, but it knows it's dumb, and it has an incredible cast featuring Adam Scott, Christopher Lloyd, Eli Roth, and Stephen R. McQueen. Like, these are all people that if you're a horror fan or even a movie fan in general, you probably know. It's very gory, and when you see people get eaten by piranhas, it's kind of gross, but most of the piranhas, actually all the piranhas I think, are CGI, so that doesn't look very good. But if you can get past that, this is a great movie to kick off your summer horror movie night. This one's on Amazon Prime, but I think it's leaving soon, so you might have to rent it, which should only cost you a couple bucks. Second on the list is 1979's Tourist Trap, directed by David Schmoller. This one is available on Shudder, and that's where I first saw it. It's basically if you took the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Hills Have Eyes, and House of Wax and kind of threw them all together. It's about a bunch of teens who are driving through the desert, and then their car breaks down, and they end up back at this guy's house, and he's like, oh, me and my brother used to make mannequins, and it turns out that the mannequins start killing people. It's actually really good. It's a slasher movie, so you aren't really going to get a whole lot new in the plot, but the kills are fun and the acting's not that bad, and it definitely has those actors playing teenagers who are totally not 40 years old, but they're really 40 years old. So overall, I think this one's a lot of fun, and it's not very long, so you should definitely check it out. Third on the list, we have Wes Craven's 1977 exploitation movie, The Hills Have Eyes. And the reason I'm starting with the 1977 one is because I want to give you something you can stream for free if you have a membership to Shudder. It's an exploitation movie about a family who's on a road trip to LA, and their car breaks down in the middle of the Nevada desert, and a bunch of feral people who live out there come out and try and kill them and eat them. It's pretty brutal, like, you know, all of Wes Craven's earlier movies, but it's a lot of fun. This might be a controversial opinion, but I do like the 2006 remake just a little bit better. It keeps the same plot, but it changes up a few of the kills, and instead of feral people out in the desert, it's a bunch of mutants. It has most of the same plot points, but it's just different enough to make them both worth watching. Now, the 1977 one, again, is streamable on Shudder, and the other one you'll just have to rent on iTunes or Amazon Prime, but again, that's only going to cost you a couple bucks, so both are worth it, in my opinion. Fourth on the list, we have 2014's Zombievers, which is directed by Jordan Rubin and John Kaplan. The title pretty much says it all, but it's an 80s style slasher that's also a horror comedy about a bunch of college kids who go out to their lake house and they get attacked by zombie beavers. There's a ton of practical effects in this, and the gore is really good, and I actually ended up liking the characters quite a bit. It's 76 minutes long, so it's pretty short, but I'm honestly surprised they were able A, to reach that, and B, make it a pretty decent, funny movie with such a dumb concept. You can stream this one on Netflix. It's been up there forever, so I doubt it's going to be taken off anytime soon, but don't let that make you think that this isn't worth watching, because it totally is. The fifth movie on my list is The Last Exorcism, which came out in 2010, and I'm just realizing now that this and Piranha 3D came out in the same year, and it makes me feel old because I saw them both in theaters. That's kind of depressing. Anyways, this movie is about an American minister who's done a ton of exorcisms over his career and made a ton of money doing it, and for his final one, he wants it documented so he can say, hey, all of these were fake. Yeah, every one of these people were faking, and I did a bunch of magic tricks to make them think that a real exorcism was happening. Since it's a documentary, this is a found footage film, but just like Hell House LLC, the documentary aspect makes it more believable, and it's actually very scary. I really, really like this movie a lot. Once things start rolling and the guy actually has to do a real exorcism, it gets pretty creepy, and a lot of the scenery is really cool. There's that one shot of the girl's dad frowning in the trailer that's kind of been ingrained in my mind ever since I saw that and then the movie. There's actually a sequel that is not a found footage movie for some reason, and it is awful. So if you really like this movie and you want to like check out the sequel, just skip it. Just don't watch it. So there you have it, guys. There's 5 of my favorite horror movies to watch when things really heat up in the summer. I hope you found something new that you haven't seen before, and if you haven't, I hope I jogged your memory and gave you something to rewatch. If you watch any of them or you have any thoughts on this list style of video, please let me know what you think down in the comments below. And if you're going to be at VidCon this weekend, I'll be down in Anaheim Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, so if you see me, feel free to say hi. Anyways, guys, I'm Jimmy Champagne, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.